Hi guys, it's Mark Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zicree of Space Command. Just wanted to share a couple of fun things with you off the top. Here, you may notice this is a model of the rocket ship from When Worlds Collide, and it's a great George Pal film from the 50s. And basically, this was the ship that would carry humans from Earth to Lyra, a planet that they could then survive on when Earth was doomed. Now, this, which came in the mail today, is the model of Elon Musk's Starship that will take people to Mars and from Earth to Mars. And I won't say that Earth is a dead planet yet, but you can see that this is, you can obviously see why I love Elon Musk's design. It's incredibly cool. Now, also, just before the pandemic, I was in London on business, meeting with BBC, etc., and I was in Camden Town Market, which is this wonderful outdoor marketplace with all sorts of vendors and artisans and so forth. And I came upon a booth that would custom paint tennis shoes for you, anything you wanted. So I hired them and I showed them what I wanted painted. And finally, the shoes arrived today. And these are my Blade Runner shoes, hand painted, custom made. There's James Hong. I just do eyes, I do eyes. And that's, of course, he's in Space Command now, which is incredibly cool. And then this is the other the other shoe, folk art, with Harrison Ford-ish and the Blade Runner spinner. And then on the other side, Daryl Hannah. So pretty cool. I wore them today for the first time, and someone said, "Wow, those are cool shoes. Where'd you get them?" Fun. But the title of this video is I love free stuff, and that's true. And I learned that from my mom. And I'll give you a typical story that illustrates this. My mother, way back when I was a kid, they had these keychains, these big fluffy keychains you could buy that looked like a tribble on a keychain, Star Trek tribble, if you know what those are. And she accidentally was closing the car door, and she caught it in the car door, and it broke. So a few days later, she was standing in the cashier line at Thrifty drugstore, and she had not bought the keychain there, but she looked to the side of the cashier, and there was a bin of those exact same keychains for sale, these fluffy triple keychains. And the manager was sitting in his little enclosure, his little booth up above, adjacent to the cashier. So my mother opened her purse, held up her broken triple keychain, said to him, "It broke." And he said, "Well, just take another." So she did. And she loved that story because she, of course, got that replacement keychain for free and had not lied. She had not said she bought it at Thrifty. She had not said, you should give me a replacement. She just said, "It broke." And he filled in the blanks. So that was great. And I love free stuff. Free books at conventions, or free posters when a movie's going to come out, or free food at Costco. Those little booths again when the pandemic isn't going. All that stuff is great. We all love free stuff. We all love cool stuff that we get for free. And I really don't have anything bad to say about that. But the one thing I will say in this regard is, because of YouTube, because of the internet, because of so many things, we get used to getting things for free. And I love YouTube. It's my favorite channel. There's a million things you can watch. But, I've been running Mr. Sci-Fi now for a few years. We've gotten millions of hits. And of course, I'm making Space Command. And so far, we've shot 5 hours of Space Command. We've released the first 3 hours completed, and the prequel, which is completed, the audio play, and we have 2 further hours in post-production, so that's 7 hours, and we're about to shoot the 8th. And of the 14-hour season. And we've also been releasing the graphic novel and all of these great things. And I'm happy to do that. But the challenge is that in order to keep shooting Space Command and keep providing you with the content that you really love, because we're getting over, on the first hour, we got 97% thumbs up with over 600,000 views of this finalized version, and another maybe 500,000 views of the other work in progress versions. So over 1 million people have viewed that thing, and 97% of them have loved it. So we've just launched a Kickstarter campaign, and and it's so far, it's just started, but it's not performing up to what it needs to perform. It's got about $1,500. We're trying to raise 48,000 in 45 days, and the reason I'm saying all of this is because if you've enjoyed Mr. Sci-Fi, and if you've enjoyed Space Command, and if you feel you've gotten value from what we've been doing, uh, the Kickstarter campaign link is right down here. Click on it and maybe throw some money our way, because we have over 60,000 subscribers on Mr. Sci-Fi. If every subscriber just gave $1, we would more than excel our goal for this campaign. And I would hate to close it down. I would hate to have to turn down the money we've gotten in. It's all or nothing, as you know. And the person who was going to be running our campaign, at the last minute turned out he wasn't able to. We were going to launch the campaign the same day as we launched that great convention we just had on the weekend, where we had Mira Furlan, we had Doug Jones, Bob Picardo, Christina Moses, Mike Harney, on and on. It was just an amazing day. Again, totally free. No one had to pay a penny. And so if you can, we have perks that go all the way from $1 up to $10,000 if you want the ultimate actor pack, or the ultimate writer pack, or the ultimate director pack, or producer pack, where you actually can go on set, you actually can get a credit, you actually can learn from us in detail. It's pretty amazing. And the ultimate actor pack, they all include lunch with me on the set with our actors. They all include photo ops with our actors, and they all include, like for instance, the actor one, the ultimate actor one, which is 10 grand. You actually get to have a scene with one of our stars in Space Command, and you get to keep the costume. So that's, as well as getting all of our accumulated wisdom and advice and all of that. It's amazing. So what I'm saying is, I love what I'm doing. It's a joy for me to do it, but it can't be done for free, and we're not supported by ad copy. There's no, this Mr. Sci-Fi is sponsored by, margarine or whatever. It's not. And so if you can spread the word about the campaign, if you can help with the campaign, I don't know diddly about spreading the word, social media, promotion. If you have science fiction sites, the big ones like any of the IO9 or any of those, or the Star Trek sites, if you can spread the word and get publicity for us, that would be great. I'm happy to give interviews at the drop of a hat. And meantime, I'm creating a new show with Rockne O'Bannon that you guys are going to be able to see the table read of, again, for free, with George Takei and Michael Harney and Robert Picardo and Mira Furlan and Barbara Bain, an amazing cast. And again, it's only available here. And if you can help us, if we can succeed at that campaign, we can start. We're building sets, we're building creatures, including I've shown you this before, this creature, which is going to be an 8-foot tall alien. But if you can help with our campaign, if we can succeed, it's all or nothing. I'll really appreciate it, because that allows us to keep going. Our studio has remained open. We've kept our people on salary. We're honoring our commitments to you and to them. And so creatures are being built, sets are being built, etc. And and also I find things that people discard, and I bring them for use in Space Command: sofas and chairs and you name it. I just brought home a table with a fake marble top, which we'll find some use for it. So so that's it for now. But I just wanted to thank you so much for all you bring in my life. You make it worth getting out of bed every single day. And if you've got a rich uncle who who wants to send some money our way, that'd be great. We're still selling Space Command shares at $7,500, and we just recently got the advice that we can sell half shares for $3,750. So all of this helps enormously. And I really appreciate it. So that's about it. Make sure you click on the link below for our Kickstarter campaign. And if you haven't seen the latest episode, Ripple Effect, we've posted it here. And it has, Armin Shimmerman and Neil deGrasse Tyson and all of our Space Command stars. And I'm very proud of it. It was done entirely during the pandemic. It didn't exist 2 months ago, even as a gleam in my eye. And now it's completed. Thanks to the work of our team, thanks to work of our wonderful actors, and we're continuing on. Our plan is to shoot all 14 hours of the first season of Space Command, and the Kickstarter campaign and buying shares. That's what makes it all possible. So that's about it for now, and we'll talk again real soon. But thanks for being there. Thanks for watching Mr. Sci-Fi. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We have a lot of content coming, and it's wonderful to be part of the world of science fiction. So until I get on board Elon Musk's Starship, we will be continuing to talk with you and share with you and be part of this amazing, amazing, amazing community. Thanks, guys. Talk soon. Bye.